What's up, y'all? It's your girl Jess from She Vibes, and Detroit Auto Parts is the official parts store of Red Line Radio. They have two convenient locations on the east side, East 200th Street. You'll call 216-531-7373, or the west side, Pearl Road, at 216-398-7373. Mention Red Line Radio and receive 10% off your purchase. And always remember, it's definitely a vibe.
Comedian Sean Boyd from Just Therapy. I got to talk to you about something important. Growing Wings Adult Services. You know, they're actually the official sponsor of the new state-of-the-art Studio 2 for Redline Radio LLC. But Growing Wings Adult Services, they have been in business for 5 years. They have 5 years experience of working with adults with disabilities. If you need more information, you got to call my girl Lisa. Call her at 234-334-7547. Don't forget Growing Wings Adult Services, and make sure you ask for Lisa.
What's going on, everybody? It is Tim Buck 2 from Tim Buck Tuesday. Also the executive producer of Red Line Radio here at Club Pizzle. You know how I like to do it. I like to chill on my Thursday night because the culture is vibing. But I wanted to give a shout out to Dave Wallencheck, because he's about to go to Vegas. And you know what else is out in Vegas? The Rusty Spurn Saloon. The Rusty Spurn Saloon was voted the biggest hole in the wall and saloon for 2 years. The last 2 years, they got great drinks, great vibe, great entertainment. It is a great place. You can go have a drink, go kick it on the strip, come back and have another drink. I just think you should go. If you go out to Vegas, hit up Rusty Spoon Saloon. Yo, Dave, I really appreciate you letting me do my thing over here at Redline Radio LLC.
Tim, ain't no thing but a chicken wing.
Hey, well, you know I love them chicken wings. I got a couple buddies that's trying to come on and do a podcast. You got anything for them?
Heck yeah, we do. Just have them give me a call.
Bet. I'll have them call 440-503-0828.
Tim, don't forget to tell them that we're available on all social media platforms.
And you can't forget about the Redline Radio LLC app on the Google Play Store.
Damn, how'd I forget about that?
You was probably thinking about them little people again.
Damn, I probably was.
That's cool. They just trying to be a part of the winningest radio station in Cleveland.
And we got the hardware to prove it.
This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
Oh yeah. We here, man. You know what, Tim? while I prepare myself, we're going to let that second verse ride on the best theme song in the city. Let's go! Let's go! Yeah! Oh, yeah. Let me clean my palate a little bit here. It's been a day. All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. I want to welcome each and every last one of y'all who is tuning in tonight to another episode of Club Pizzle. I am, of course, Pizzle, Uncle Don, the pod god, but you can call me him. I want to thank y'all again for tuning in. I want to thank y'all. We got a lot to get to tonight. I promise y'all, man, every time I have my show together the day before, some shit always happen on Thursday. It usually happens at like the 8th, 9th hour or the 10th hour sometimes. But tonight we got an 11th hour shit that broke that I am going to get to. I was going to end with it, but I'm going to leave with it. But we got some shit we need to get to first. I need y'all to get in here. I need y'all to tell a friend to tell a friend. I need y'all to share this because I got a lot to talk about today. I already had a lot to talk about on top of the 11th hour shit that posted. Thank goodness there is no swear jar tonight, or it hasn't been a swear jar for a while because, boy, let me tell you. All right, man, let me get to this real quick, man. I'm so flustered. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I'm so flustered. And I've been sitting here for like the last 15 minutes just befuddled over what's happening, over what's going on. But let me get to it, man. Tonight's show is provided and sponsored by One of One Sports Cars and Memorabilia, located at 13221 Prospect Road in Strongsville, Ohio. Call them today at 440-638-4044 for all of your sports cars and memorabilia. That is One of One Sports Cars and Memorabilia. Big ups to them. Big salute to them. Also, Lucy's Shenanigans Seafood and Steakhouse. That is a hell of a name. That is a dope name. I don't know who came up with it, but salute to y'all. Lucy's is located at 2218 Broadview Road in Cleveland, Ohio. Michelle and the staff at Lucy's are always committed to giving their guests the best experiences. Join them every Friday night for karaoke and, of course, your hometown sports games. Contact them today at 216-675-0013. Also, Lucy's is doing live remotes for a couple of shows right here at Redline Radio LLC. Shout out to the good folks over at Talking About Balls. And also shout outs to the ladies of She Vibes. Those are the Wednesday shows. They do live remotes there. The next one is when, Tim?
The 16th, I think, is it? 15th. One of them days.
16th of this month, November. One of them is coming. Just stay there and
16th. It's the 16th.
The 16th. The Wednesdays is the 16th. I think that might be the one I pull up to and kick it with the ladies of She Vibes. Shout out to them. $10 if you nasty.
Yeah, only if you nasty, girl.
What's up, man?
Not much is going on with you, man.
You know, man.
I see the homie Tino in the comments. What up, Tino?
Shout out to my guy Tino.
What up, Dubbington? CEO, what's good?
Shout out to Dub. Welcome, Dub, to the Thursday night culture. Right along with myself, Lex Vegas. Thursdays are for the cultures. If you got a pod on the Thursdays or a radio show on a Thursday, you might want to tuck your shit in. You might want to move to another day because Thursday belongs to Redline Radio. Oh man, how was your Halloween, man? What you do Halloween? You pass out candy? You go trick or treat? You went trick or treating, nigga.
I definitely went trick or treating.
You went trick or treating?
I ain't passing no candy. I took it, nigga, and I ate it.
So check this out. I get off of work Monday, 3:00 on Monday, right? Get home. I do my usual thing. I get home from work. I do my 1-2. I get home, drop my bag off, grab one of my molded ice cubes, drop it in the glass, get ready to pour me up a nice glass of whiskey. Tennessee whiskey, Kentucky bourbon, it don't matter. But this particular day, it was Tennessee whiskey. I love my Tennessee whiskey. My Uncle Nearest. And my kids are at home. My 17-year-old and my 15-year-old are there. And they're like, did you get any candy? What do you mean? Did I get any candy? Any candy for us to pass out? Well, your mom didn't do that? No. She said she didn't have time. I had a Lex Vegas moment.
Fuck them kids.
Real quick. I had this moment. I had a Lex Vegas moment. Shout out to Lex Vegas. As bad as I wanted to say, fuck them kids. What did I do? I got my black ass in my car. Luckily, Walmart is like 5 minutes away from my house. So, no, that's just the whatever part of the story. This is the good part of the story. I buys the candy. Guess who ends up passing out the candy? Because my kids, they were, we can pass the candy out, yada, 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 yada. Guess who ended up passing out the candy?
You
guessed it. I had my after work shower. I had my after work whiskey. I put on my brown shit. I was ready. I was all primed and ready to watch the Browns on Monday night. And I was the one who ended up passing out the damn candy. So, to all of my parents out there, and yes, CEO Oliver, I am soft. I am a girl dad. I can't help it. Am I wrong as a parent for asking or telling my kids they have to reimburse me for all of the fucking candy that I went to buy? Because I had to burn my gas to drive to Walmart. I had to walk around the Walmart after being up from the ass crack of dawn and walk through Walmart and go and buy all of this candy. And for me to be the one to have to pass it out, my kids have to reimburse me for my candy. And the reason that I had to pass it out is because they had to take my baby girl trick-or-treating. So, not only do they have to reimburse me for the candy that I bought, that I ended up passing out, I also, parents, y'all out there, dad tax on the candy, right? Y'all dad tax the candy. I sure is fucking shooting dad taxed on the candy. It took me a day because my kid hid her candy, and by the time, they came back, I was so entrenched into the Browns game. And I was just like, you know what? I'll get my dad tax on another time. But I sure did get my dad tax on that Halloween candy from my 12-year-old. Listen, man, as a girl dad, being a girl dad is not for the faint of heart. all of my girl dads out there, we all feel each other's pain. I really, really be going through it. Listen, I have 17, about to be 15, and I have one that's going to be turning 13 in 2 weeks. So I have 3 teenage girls or 3 on the verge of being teenage, 2 already teenagers, and 1 getting ready to be a teenager in my house right now. So y'all already know what's happening. Y'all already know what I'm going through. Pray for me, and I will continue to pray for any girl dad out there that is a girl dad to teenage girls, because it is not for the faint of heart. It takes a special kind of motherfucker to be a girl dad to teenage girls. But yes, I'm going to text them. My 2 oldest, they have jobs, and I believe they do get paid tomorrow. I'm gonna need them to split this $18 down the middle. I need my 18 back. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it was 10. I need my 18 back. I'm gonna need y'all to split that, and I'm gonna need my $18 in trick-or-treat candy that y'all had me buy. They're asking me this shit while they're getting ready and getting dressed in their Halloween costumes. They look great in their Halloween costumes, yes, and my daughters are beautiful girls. But why would y'all ask me to do that? And y'all know that y'all asses is finna go out trick-or-treat.
Big setup.
Big setup. But I got my dad tax from my baby girl. I sure did. All Reese cups and Snicker bars come to dad. And my 2 oldest owe me $18. I should say $18 a piece. But God damn it.
$10 a piece, you get your $2 on time.
Give me that's the tax. That's the dad tax. Give me $20. Y'all, you give me 10, you give me 10. That's the dad tax. But I honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I did enjoy passing out the candy. I ended up just sitting outside. I just sat on my front steps with the bowl of candy. But y'all know I didn't go out there empty-handed. I had the bowl of candy, but I also had my glass of whiskey out there, because I'll be goddamn if I gotta sit outside and just pass out candy and not have a drink. And I have doorbell cameras on my house. My wife thought it was the funniest shit in the world. While she's at work, she wanted to fuck with me on the doorbell camera. And talk on the doorbell camera. Trick or treat. It's like, oh, you got jokes too. I should text you too. Shout out to my wife. I love my wife. I do. I love my wife. I love my kids. But goddamn, I had to share that. My Halloween was successful. I was Nick Chubb for Halloween. It was like a impromptu Halloween costume. Really, seriously, it was Halloween costume because Browns game days, I always throw on my Browns gear. I got my jersey on, have my Cleveland Browns shorts. And when I went to the game, I got me some game socks, like some Cleveland Browns socks. Like I was all in with my Brown shit. CEO, I bought $18 worth of candy. I want my money. I do. I'm dead ass. I want my money. Soon as them little checks come, I'm coming. Hey, I need you give me 10. It's gonna be $18 plus $2 tax, driving tax.
He said the rent's due, motherfucker.
Dead ass. But Halloween was successful. Like it was fun. I really did enjoy. I enjoyed passing out the candy, and I was done passing out candy by 7:15, which means I had plenty of time to have another drink and watch the whole entire game without being bothered. It was dope. It was a good time.
Big dub by the Browns.
I'm going to get to that. That was planned. I was planning on that being my lead story. Finally, a week where I can talk about the funky ass Browns and not be mad and pissed off and frustrated. That was the plan. But of course, every time I have my show planned out and mapped out the day before, something always seems to break on Thursday between 6 and 9 o'clock. And what the fuck broke today at about 8 o'clock? Kyrie Irving. This is breaking news. Let me find the right article because I have it. Kyrie Irving has been suspended for at least 5 games for I hate to even be going here and I hate to even be talking about this shit right now. Let me tell y'all something. I am this is a sports podcast, radio show, all of that shit. I only want to talk about sports if I'm not talking about my beautiful family. I want to talk about these athletes only when they're between the lines from the opening whistle to the final gun. That is what I want Club Pizzle to be about. I want to be able to talk to y'all about the shit that I see with these athletes and these people when they are between the lines. But here I am talking about another fucking subject, and I've been doing this since I've been here at Redline Radio LLC. I had to talk about Deshaun Watson and his legal shit. I had to talk about Brittany Griner and her legal shit. And here I am again talking about Kyrie Irving, one of the best basketball players we have seen over the last decade. And I have to talk about him being suspended over a fucking tweet of something that the media is calling promoting, which is bullshit, because I have seen way too many other athletes do a whole lot worse than tweet a documentary from a filmmaker gone rogue, which is exactly what this filmmaker is. I do not want to sit here and talk about this shit. I really don't. But I'm left with no choice. This story has been dominating the headlines. Kyrie Irving has been dominating headlines for the last 3 years. It started with the NBA in the bubble, and he sat that out. He don't want to play. The whole George Floyd thing, he sat out for that. Y'all gave him shit for that. But in hindsight, y'all was like, okay, Kyrie, we know what you stood up for. He took a seat, and he decided he wanted to sit out after they raided the fucking Capitol last January. And that was after they told him he could not play because he was not vaccinated in New York City, when there are people in New York City who were allowed to work there were people who were unvaccinated who were allowed to play games in New York City. And y'all gave him shit for that. He was gonna play. Okay, go through that. All right. He was gonna be able to play road games, just the road games. He was gonna be a maximum of 41 games. And the Brooklyn Nets was like, well, no, we want you here for the whole year. Go get vaccinated. And y'all gave him shit for that. When the rule is dumb to begin with, he plays here, he works here, and he's not vaccinated, so he can't play. but a player from another team who is not vaccinated is allowed to play there, make that shit make sense. I've been holding on to this shit for a long time. Like I haven't been able to speak about that particular Kyrie situation, but everything is just now coming to a fucking head, and now I'm irritated. Today, just put me over my threshold. This is frustrating. So he's able to come back, and then we go through what he goes through this summer. He opts into his $40-something million contract. I don't give a fuck about the money because I don't count another man's pockets. That's just where I stay with that. He requests a trade after opting in, which is a smart move. Yeah, I'm going to opt in. All right, just in case I don't get traded, I got my 40-something million in my pocket. And wait a minute, that's not the only thing that went on in Brooklyn this week. Steve Nash got fired, which they should have fired his ass when Kevin Durant said, I don't want him here. I want to be traded. Y'all remember I hashed about that and talked about that and didn't want to talk about fucking Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. But here I am on November the 3rd talking about the fucking Brooklyn Nets and all of their bullshit. We going to overtime tonight. I'm just telling you, I'm getting all my shit out tonight. We going in overtime. We going past 10 o'clock. Lee, Dave, I'm going past 10 tonight. I'll talk to y'all. Call me about it at 10:30. Just call me about it or call me tomorrow about it. I got to get all of this shit out. Because this shit right here is just, I can't let this shit pass up. And I told my wife, I said, babe, I don't want to talk about this shit tonight, but I'm going to have to talk about this. Steve Nash gets fired. Ime Udoka, suspended Boston Celtics head coach, is in line to become the next head coach of the Brooklyn Nets, which was probably going to happen today or tomorrow. But with the breaking news that just took place an hour and a half ago, it's not going to happen. Either the Brooklyn Nets going to have to hire some more PR people or this nigga got to wait. What's the choice? It's got to be a choice there. Which brings us back to Kyrie Irving. Again, I'm sitting out the bubble. I don't want to play the bubble. Fuck that. George Floyd got killed and you niggas is down in Florida playing basketball. That's what he was saying. I'm translating this in what I feel like Kyrie said. George Floyd just got killed. A dude just got shot in his back. An unarmed dude got shot. An unarmed black dude got shot in Milwaukee, and you niggas is down in Orlando playing basketball. I'm not coming down there with y'all. We got another incident. I don't want to play. This pandemic is still going on. I don't want to get vaccinated, so I'm not going to play. This is all Kyrie Irving shit. This ain't 2-3 people. This is one dude. I'm going to opt into my contract, but I'm going to request a trade. And not only am I going to request a trade, I want to go out to Los Angeles and play with a dude that I won a championship with. This is Don talking. And what I'm thinking that Kyrie Irving is saying. I tweet something. A documentary from a rogue filmmaker. And then I got to sit down and answer stupid ass questions from some of you media people. I'm biting my tongue just a little bit, just slightly a little bit. Y'all can try to cancel me if y'all want to. You can't cancel him. And when I say you can't cancel him, him is me, goddammit. Again, and let me throw this out there again. If y'all have an issue with anything that is said on Club Pizzle, My inbox is open. My DM is open. Don't talk to Dave or Lee Money. Y'all can talk to me about the issues that you have with the fuck I say on my motherfucking show. Okay? I'm responsible for what the fuck I say on my show. They not responsible. Don't fuck with them. Come talk to me.
Don't fuck with me either. I want no issues.
I'm welcome. Y'all welcome to come and say anything to me about what I say on my show. What I say on my show does not reflect the thoughts and the views of Redline Radio LLC. So don't go inboxing Dave Wallencheck or don't go inboxing Lee Money. Y'all can hit up Donald Peterson. Please and thank you very fucking much. So, Kyrie goes through his thing. Yesterday, he donated $500,000, and the Brooklyn Nets matched his $500,000 to go towards causes that does not discriminate against anti-Semitic views and things like that. And I'm going to preface what I'm saying, and I'm going to just preface, I am not anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-anything. I love all people. I'm not anti-anything. However, where is all of this energy when something happens in my community? Where's this energy when something happens or when somebody that doesn't look like me says some shit about somebody that looks like me? Shaquille O'Neal, yes, you are a great basketball player. You are one of the best analysts out here on the best studio analyst show in the world. But how dare you get on TNT and on your platform and try to condemn Kyrie Irving for saying some shit when you own Papa John's shit and you got all these fucking shakaroni shits when it came out that this motherfucker for Papa John's said a whole bunch of racist shit. How dare you, Shaquille O'Neal? How dare you get on your platform and say this should happen to Kyrie, and you part of the fucking problem.
You suck.
How dare you sit up there? How the somebody make this shit make sense to me?
You trying to save his job?
Somebody, somebody. Shaq, I'm gonna say it again. I love Shaq. I do. But to get up there and he just shit on Kyrie. I don't know, he should be suspended. He should be kicked out. They need to do something. Nigga. Yes, nigga. I said it. Like I said, y'all got a problem with what I say? Come talk to me about it. Nigga. You own 17 Papa John's pizzas around the country. You got shakaroni commercials all over my fucking TV. I can't get away from them. And they racist as fuck. But you want to get on TV and condemn this man? Shaq, get the fuck out of here. You gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Come on, man.
I ain't know what to do right there.
It's all right. It's all right. It's cool. It's cool. So now the news just broke. Kyrie Irving has been suspended for at least 5 games. I'm not even gonna read the fucking headlines. Fuck those headlines. You know why he got suspended? And again, if y'all got a problem with what I'm saying, my inbox is open. Donald Peterson on Facebook. It's Pizzle216 on Instagram. Come talk to me. He got suspended because he didn't say, I'm sorry or I apologize. If I'm Kyrie Irving, I'm looking at all of these media people and I'm looking at the NBA, and you know what I'm telling them? Suck my dick. Fuck your league. Take your money. I don't give a fuck about your salary. I got my money. I'm good. Fuck y'all. I'm not saying I apologize. I'm not saying I'm sorry. I said what I said. He already said, I take responsibility for what I did. I do not agree with everything that's in that documentary. What the fuck else do y'all want him to do? Do y'all want him to get on his fucking hands and knees and say, I'm sorry, I want to play in the NBA? If I'm Kyrie Irving, I'm telling him, fuck you.
We're getting a caller here on the Graber Machine to a
I
hotline.
said what I said. Who we got?
Caller, who's this?
Yo, it's Dub. What's poppin'?
Dub. Thank you.
Yo, like I said, I put it in the comments, but I gotta say this shit. How the fuck is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic for giving his thoughts on a documentary, but not Amazon for putting out the fucking documentary?
Make it make sense.
You said why? You said, yeah, George Floyd, he parroted the talking points of Candace Owens. You're mad at him for what he said about George Floyd. Wrong. Absolutely yes.
Yeah.
But why are you not giving that same energy to Candace Owens or Ben Shapiro? Just say it.
Make it make sense.
That's what I'm trying to find out, bro.
I've been sitting here and I've been stewing and brewing. This is not what I wanted to dominate the first 30 minutes of my show.
But bro, what
Seriously.
we're doing, you saying we're dealing with low vibration people. We're dealing with motherfuckers that don't have an IQ above room temperature.
You right about that. 100%. I sat and man, I do not want to get this worked up about shit. And this is why I like to keep my stuff sports and in between the lines. Because once it gets outside the lines, this is where it goes.
Right, because most of these motherfuckers are not ready for that conversation. They'll throw a headline at you. You blah, 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 throw a headline at you. But then when you want to get context on the subject, they don't have nothing.
Right.
But then they get mad at you. Oh, you're doing too much. You're saying you're investing too much. No, fuck all of that. Let's ask the question.
And why is it doing too much when it comes to us?
You see, because it's like, okay.
Did they give this same energy to Myers Leonard, who got on this Twitch, who was on this Twitch stream spitting all kinds of anti-Semitic shit?
Exactly.
I don't ever remember hearing an apology or seeing an apology from Myers Leonard.
Nope.
Your ass is fired.
He's currently not in the league. And he hasn't been in the league since his comments was let out. The Heat let him go. The Heat traded him to Oklahoma City. And that's Siberia. No, they let him go. But
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Miami was like, you know what? We don't want this problem. Pat Riley was like, fuck you, get out of here. We're going to trade you to basketball Siberia, which is the Oklahoma City Thunder. And the Oklahoma City Thunder, Sam Presti was like, you know what? We got a draft pick. We don't need you. Bye. He never played for Oklahoma City.
Right, but look at Rick Ross. Rick Ross has plenty of songs where he's talked about selling drugs, shooting and killing other niggas. But then he does a song with Future, goes, I put Molly on her champagne, she didn't even know it. Took her home and enjoyed that, she didn't even know it. And they dropped his motherfucking ass from everything.
Yeah, he got it back, but yeah, that Reebok and all of them shits, and they pick and choose. I hate the whole
it's like everything is off limits unless it's us killing us. Period.
Which is true.
We can sit there, we can sit there and beef and banter with each other, blah blah blah, this, that, and the fucking third. Usually, you don't see out here You said Travis Tritt and Tim McGraw, they not out here, you think, on that fuck shit. But we do it, it's marketable, and they love it. They love it. You said you got white motherfuckers coming down, shoot a nigga, kill a nigga, shoot a nigga, kill him, until they see one of us and they lock their fucking door.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Like,
it was
come on.
something, and I'm trying to choose my words carefully here, but you can't cancel him. I'm gonna say this. Michael Rappaport did say him and a lot of the prominent people in the Jewish community, they don't talk to each other very often, but they're all in a group chat and they're all aware of everything that's going on. So I'm gonna leave it there because I don't stay away from me.
We don't know
I'm
what
just
the line is. We don't know what the line is. But you know my give a shit meter is factor defective, and I'm still trying to make sure you because my show hasn't started yet, so I'm not trying to cross the line before I get started.
Yeah, indeed.
But like I said, that's what you're gonna get on that guy Dub. You said my give a shit meter is factory defective. So I'm gonna say what I want. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not gonna be hateful or no shit like that. But you said just know, that's my tagline. My give a shit meter is factory defective. Period.
I try my best. I do. I try my best. And I even try to use my words carefully. And I even try to get whatever heat is going to come off of the owners at Redline. Bring that shit to me. Y'all ain't got to fuck with Redline. Leave Redline alone. I am, this is me.
Right, but see, I was having a conversation with my brother last night, and what I told him, he was like, well, I can't really say what I want. I was like, yeah, you can. You got to be mindful of where you do it. Yeah. He was like, well, if I say X, Y, and Z on Facebook, you saying put me in Facebook jail. I was like, but when you signed up for Facebook, even though you didn't read it, you agreed to their terms of service.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what? You can say what you want.
You can say what you want on Twitter, especially now. Elon opened it all up.
Yeah, the N-word jumped up with 500% or some shit like that.
Yeah, that was crazy. I read that. I was like, this is crazy. But even before that, Twitter has always been the free-for-all place because it's full-fledged porn that be going on over there.
Man,
big Twitter porn hub.
Nigga, you should see my IG timeline. I'm like, God damn.
No, that's a fact.
I'm not complaining about it. I'm just saying.
I follow sports and fucking WWE shit on IG. I don't need my IG to go no further than that, man.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I'm an over the road.
You can turn up a little bit. You
said my wife knows I'm not out here cheating, but she knows that, you know what I'm saying, I will click on a booty picker too. She knows that.
All right, man, that's Dub, man. I got Dub. He's going to be joining us this on Thursdays for the culture, along with myself and Lex Vegas. We are the culture. They going to have to tuck their Thursdays in.
Yes, sir. Y'all hold it down, man. Love y'all, man. I just had to call in and make that point because, like I said, motherfuckers don't want to have that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it, and I appreciate you. You helped me calm the fuck down because I was getting hot. I was going to go on for another 15 minutes, and I got a lot of shit I need to get to before this night is over with.
Right. Well, I'm glad I can be here for you, brother. All right, man.
All right, man. One love, Dub.
All right. Peace.
All right, man. Thank Dub for, oh, my goodness. He helped out. But before I get off of this, I do want to play Kyrie Irving's presser from today, and we're just gonna play it, and I'm gonna interpret it from. We just play it. Just play it, Tim. I'm
sorry for the hurt that your post caused people.
I'll take my responsibility for posting that. Some things that were questionable in there, untrue. Like I said, in the first time you guys asked me when I was sitting on that stage, I don't believe everything that everybody posts. It's a documentary. So I'll take my responsibility.
It seems like Adam Silver wanted to hear the word "I apologize," or in your mind, you said, "I didn't mean to cause any harm." Were you apologizing, or were you not apologizing?
I didn't mean to cause any harm. I'm not the one that made the documentary.
What are the specific things in the documentary?
Listen to these questions.
I I think some of the criticism of the Jewish faith in the community, for sure. Some points made in there that were unfortunate.
Kyrie, are you surprised that you did hurt people?
Surprised that I did hurt people?
Pause
I'm
real quick.
surprised that
Real quick.
reaction and some of the things that.
Did y'all hear that question? These are the. Listen, I don't give a fuck how professional I am. When I hear a stupid question like that, are you surprised that you hurt people? I'd be like, next question. Go ahead, Tim.
You did hurt people.
Yeah, I think I can ask a better question. It's just, where were you when I was a kid, figuring out that 300 million of my ancestors are buried in America? Where were you guys asking those same questions when I was a kid, learning about the traumatic events of my familial history and what I'm proud to come from and why I'm proud to stand here and why, when I repeat myself that I'm not going to stand down, it has nothing to do with dismissing any other race or group of people. I'm just proud of my heritage and what we've been through. And the fact that this has pinned me against the Jewish community. And I'm here answering questions of whether or not I'm sorry or not on something I didn't create. And it was something I shared. And I'm telling everybody I'm taking responsibility. Then that's where I sit. So, these same questions that you guys ask, me dealing with it as being a melanated, pigmented person all around the world and dealing with racial biases against my skin color, demeaning me because of my religious beliefs. And I'm still sitting in the seat standing. So I take my full responsibility. Again, I'll repeat it, for posting something on my Instagram or Twitter that may have had some unfortunate falsehoods in it. But I also am a human being that's 30 years old, and I've been growing up in a country that's told me that I wasn't worth anything, and I came from a slave class.
Tell them.
And I come from a people that are meant to be treated the way we get treated every day. So I'm not here to compare anyone's atrocities or tragic events that their families have dealt with generations of time. I'm just here to continue to expose things that our world continues to put in darkness. I'm a light. I'm a beacon of light. That's what I'm here to do. You guys ask me questions about basketball, I give you my expert opinion. You guys ask me about other things, I give you my opinion, and it's met with whatever you believe the perception or the deception is. You guys investigate my life every day, and you justify it by serving your own purpose, which I honor. I would like the same respect in return. Figuring out just like anyone else.
You stop it right there,
keep
Tim.
that same energy when we're talking about anti-other things.
You heard what the fuck he said. He said what he said. And I feel exactly the same way that he feels. I am living in a fucking country who has told me my whole life, my whole 39 years and 10 months on this earth, that I am nothing but 3/5 of a fucking human. But y'all worried about retweeting a documentary. And he said it. I don't agree with everything. I take responsibility for it. Y'all really want him to get down on his knees and say, I'm sorry for what I did. If y'all are going to wait on that, y'all motherfuckers need to hold y'all breath. Y'all got the right one fucking with Kyrie Irving, because he damn sure ain't doing none of that. He ain't doing it. You know what? Let me regroup. Tim, sing like a half a bar of an R&B song or something, because god damn it. If I continue to talk about this shit, I am going to say something that is going to get me canceled. I am going to say something where I'm going to have to hire some security. I am going to say some shit, because the more I'm looking at this shit and the more I'm looking at Kyrie Irving, I know he wants to say, you honkies want me to do this and I'm not going to do it.
since we saying what we talking about, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. Oh, come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. You keep talking about Kyrie and the flat earth. I don't know if we gon' get canceled off this shit.
I'm telling y'all. Kyrie, y'all don't think Kyrie Irving will walk away from all of this shit? He will. I've always said he won't play past 30. And guess how old Kyrie Irving is? He just turned 30 in March. Always said, I said, he's that type of dude. He may not play past the age of 30. He is 30 years old now. Kyrie Irving is in tune. He said it. Keep that same energy when it's anti this and anti that. Don't just put messages on t-shirts and put messages on the fucking basketball court. Where the action's at? Adam Silver talked to Shaq about owning Papa John's and they racist. And y'all want to be anti-racism and all of this shit. Okay, when that happens, again, Shaq, I'm so pissed at you for that. I still love you, Shaq. You still one of the greatest, and you're the most dominant center that I've ever seen in my life. But don't throw stones. Do not throw stones. All right, let me switch it up, man. Let me get to some happier shit. The Cleveland Browns. The funky ass Cleveland Browns. Monday Night Football come out and look like a football team that I did not fucking recognize. I don't know who the fuck them niggas was in them orange pants and them brown jerseys on Monday night. Because that damn show wasn't the Cleveland Browns. But they beat the shit out of the Cincinnati Bengals 32-13. To bring their record to a whopping 3-5 going into the bye week. I know we can talk about the Jets game and the Falcons game. They could easily be 5-3, 6-2. I get it. I know. The record is 3-5. The offense, they are the 7th highest scoring team in the NFL, averaging 25 points a game. Jacoby Brissett is the starting quarterback for this team. And this team is averaging 25 points a game. Listen, y'all. This is where being a Browns fan is the roughest, toughest shit in the world. Because you play this shit out in your head, right? I know y'all was sitting at home playing shit out in y'all head. Okay, the record is this. But let me get here. Let me reel it in. They're on a bye week this week, so it won't be any angry Browns fans in Cleveland. We happy for 2 weeks. I've been sitting at home and I've been doing the math since I left last Thursday. Like, okay. All the Cleveland Browns need to do is get to 5 wins before Deshaun Watson gets back. Let me explain. They get 5 wins with 6 left, and the back half of the schedule goes a little something like this. Well, let me get to these.
Here's a little story I got to tell. My bad.
You good. We come back. We got Miami, Buffalo, and Tampa Bay. Those are the next 3 games, and those are the last 3 games before Deshaun Watson gets back. The Miami game is winnable, but we definitely gonna need Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward, I've been trying to be nice. I've been trying to go easy on you. Yes, you are a great corner. You're one of the best corners in this league. But God damn it, you miss 5 games a year, and the best ability is availability. The Dolphins game is winnable. The Bills game, not so much. I'm chalking that one as a loss. The Buccaneers game is winnable. That's your 5 wins before Deshaun Watson gets back. The December/January schedule. We got Houston. That is winnable. Cincinnati. We already showed. Cincinnati can't fuck with us. We don't give a fuck who the quarterback is. Baker Mayfield, Jacoby Brissett, shit, Timbuktu, Lex Vegas, fucking Dave Wallencheck, it don't matter. I can fucking play quarterback and beat the fucking Cincinnati Bengals. Fuck the Bengals, fuck Kings Island, fuck Skyline Chili. I said what I said. We got Baltimore at home. We got the Saints, the Washington Commanders, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Those are the final 6 of the season. All are winnable. All 6 of those are winnable. Will we win all 6? I want to say we will. But 5-1, I can deal with. You win 5 games before Deshaun gets back. You come 5-6 when he get back. He can go 5-1 at the end of the season. That brings you to a record of 10-7. The AFC North is not the strongest division out there. Baltimore did add a little bit to their squad. They got Roquan Smith before the trade deadline, which is frustrating. The Pittsburgh Steelers are having a fire sale, so they ass is going to be stuck in the basement with their funky ass. Good. Fuck you. And the Cincinnati Bengals are the Cincinnati Bengals. They can't fuck with us. They just can't beat us. Joe Burrow without Jamar Chase is ordinary. Taj Boyd, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, they just wasn't it. The Cleveland Browns just beat their ass up front. I'm not trying to give y'all false hope. I'm just saying. I am a tortured Cleveland Browns fan. I go into every season with optimism. I try my damnness. I do, because I see you, especially these past few years. They have so much talent on this team. We have the best offensive line in the NFL. We have one of the best defensive ends in the NFL. We have the best running back in the NFL with a run game and a front line and a defense. And the defense looked great. They gave up 14 in the fourth, but they answered all of them, all the low scores in the fourth. I don't like Joe Woods as just as much as y'all don't like him, but God damn it. They can go 5-1 and 6 or 6-0 in the back half of that schedule, and 10 wins, possibly 11, should win you the AFC North. I'm not trying to give y'all false hope. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there for y'all. And I know I'm just like the rest of y'all. Fuck the Browns every Sunday. Fuck the Browns to get on my nerves. I'm sick of these sorry motherfuckers. They can't do this. And Jacoby Brissett is still the worst black quarterback of all time to me. I said what I said. Spurgeon win. Fucking David Garrard. He makes. Listen, Jacoby Brissett, that touchdown run, that was the longest touchdown run I ever seen. He only had to go like 5 yards. Jacoby Brissett makes Byron Leftwich look like Carl Lewis. If you know, you know. But goddamn it, I'm not trying to give y'all false hope. I'm just saying, get to 5 wins before Deshaun Watson gets back, and they can run off and get hot at the end of the season. because I'm gonna tell y'all what I seen and what I've been seeing. I've been watching the All 22 View. Shout out to the NFL app. This is not an ad, but shout out to the NFL app and NFL Plus for giving me that view of the game. And if y'all watch the pregame shit, because since everybody, I know y'all motherfuckers get y'all information from ESPN. Don't play with me. Don't lie to me. I get a lot of my shit from ESPN. Y'all watch it. If y'all watch Monday Night Countdown and y'all watch Peyton Manning break down the film of the Browns game, y'all see what the fuck I've been seeing for 8 games. Y'all been seeing Jacoby Brissett drop back. Y'all have been seeing Kevin Stefanski scheming these wide receivers open and Jacoby Brissett missing them. If y'all watch the All 22 View of these games in the NFL app, y'all can get it for free and watch it for a week, and y'all can come back and holler at your boy next week and tell me, you know what, Don, you were right, because goddamn it, I am right. You can watch these dudes, or if y'all been to a game this year, y'all know what the fuck y'all are seeing. Y'all know on those pass plays, y'all know y'all seen those intermediate routes. Y'all know y'all seen Donovan Peoples-Jones running across the middle between the linebacker and the safety, butt naked wide the fuck open. Y'all seen David Njoku running butt naked wide ass open. Y'all seen Schwartz running butt naked wide ass open. Y'all seen Amari Cooper running butt naked wide ass open. And I told y'all last week, and I told y'all the fucking week before, Kevin Stefanski is not the problem. He is scheming these guys open. Jacoby Brissett is missing them. But you know who's not gonna miss him? Deshaun Watson is not gonna miss him. And if he's getting blitzed, you know what Deshaun Watson is gonna do? Those plays Jacoby Brissett is getting sacked on, Deshaun Watson is going to escape. Deshaun Watson is going to get 7 to 10 yards. He's going to live for another play. He's going to get us those third and mediums and those third and shorts. I'm trying to tell y'all, I'm not giving y'all false hope. I'm just telling y'all what I know. I'm just telling y'all what I've been seeing through these first 4 games. Jacoby Brissett is ass. He looked great on Monday night, but he is ass. He is horrible. In his 40 starts, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. He's not Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is the dude. He has a big-time arm. He has the legs. He has the escapability, which is why they paid him $250 million, which is why they traded 3 first-round or however many first-round draft picks for him, because Andrew Berry knows he is the guy that can get this done for the Cleveland Browns. Goddamn, y'all got me on my horse, man. I didn't even get a shot to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're off to a hot 6-1 start. I think I'm gonna save that for next week. I know they're gonna run off a couple of more wins. I'm just gonna say this. All of y'all who gave me shit about saying trade for Donovan Mitchell and you can trade Colin Sexton, I just need y'all to tell me how fucking right I was. Because y'all can see it now as clear as day. Colin Sexton is not half of the dude that Donovan Mitchell is. Donovan Mitchell is a bona fide superstar. He is a bona fide closer. He is everything that y'all thought that Colin Sexton could be. And Colin Sexton, it has never been him. Donovan Mitchell has been to the playoffs every single year he has been in the league. He has took his team to the playoffs. Colin Sexton ain't seen the playoffs. Colin Sexton averaged 24 points a game from a team who couldn't even sniff the playoffs. Period. So, goddamn, the motorcycles. How the fuck? It's 45 degrees outside. And the maggots is still out on their motorcycles. See, man, I gotta go. I gotta move somewhere else. What's wrong with me? I know. But again, I need y'all to tell me how right I was about this. Fuck them first round draft picks and those pick swaps that everybody was so, oh, we gotta keep those. Oh, we gotta keep those. We's a goddamn contender. And adding Donovan Mitchell just made us a contender. He is playing at an MVP level through these 7 games. And I'm going to tell you what, if he's going to keep playing like this and the Cavs get the 1 seed or the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, guess who your MVP is going to be if Giannis don't average 40 and 12 and they win like 65 games. If the MVP this year isn't Giannis Antetokounmpo, y'all need to give me 20 for getting that name right. The Cavaliers, if Donovan Mitchell is going to average 28 to 30 points a game, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are winning 50, 55 games, and they're like the 2 seed, not too far behind Milwaukee, I mean, we're right there. Donovan Mitchell has to win MVP. You got to give it to him.
They just raised up his attributes by 3 on 2K. He 91 now.
You have no choice because he is balling. And Darius Garland, his first game back last night, was on his bullshit. Just imagine when he gets full vision, because he said he couldn't see like on his left or out of his left peripherals. Wait till Darius Garland get his vision back. It's gonna be over. All right, man. We in the overtime here a little bit. I had an NFL mid-season report. I think I can save it for another week because it is mid-season. This is week 8. It's 17 weeks now. I can save it for next week. I had all of this shit broke down to a fucking science. But of course, Kyrie Irving had to go and get suspended and all of this bullshit had to happen. So, and the last thing on that, and on the Brooklyn Nets, y'all are hiring Ime Udoka. He's going to have to explain everything that happened in Boston because there is no way in fuck that the New York media is going to just ask him basketball questions. They're going to ask him about that very incident. I got some shit I want to say about that. I'm going to table it for now. I'm going to get to these Pizzle picks. That's if this app acts right. My ESPN fantasy app has been acting mad, funny, goofy lately. I'm tired. I've been up too long. But here we go. Pizzle's picks. Let's start with the college picks. It's going to be a big week. Y'all didn't know the college football playoff, the standings came out. Tennessee is 1, Ohio State is 2, Georgia is 3, Clemson is 4, Michigan is 5, and I believe Alabama or TCU is 6. If Alabama is 6, TCU is 7. Those 4 that are at the top right and in the playoff now are not going to be there because they're Georgia and Florida. Georgia and Tennessee are going to beat each other and cancel each other out. Ohio State plays Michigan in a few weeks. Those 2 teams are going to cancel each other out. So just don't get used to this. And if y'all think, and I was putting this scenario up in my head together, y'all think there are going to be 3 SEC teams in the playoffs, it's not going to happen. Sorry, not sorry. Shout out to Danny Cadell for pointing that out. All right, man, let's get to these games. We're just going to run through these things. Saturday at 3:00, the Baylor Bears travel to take on the Oklahoma Sooners. I'm going to pick Oklahoma to win. I think Oklahoma got their shit together. The big game this Saturday, Tennessee versus Georgia on Saturday at 3:30. I'm going to pick Georgia to win this game just because it's a home game. If they were playing at Tennessee, I would think that Tennessee would get the win. And Tennessee be so lit, man. The Rocky Top fight song is like the littest fight song besides the March of the Trojans from USC. Saturday at 3:30, Texas San Antonio travel to take on the UAB Blazers. I'm taking Texas San Antonio. I don't know a lot about those teams. I'm just gonna pick those. I'm just gonna pick Texas San Antonio. South Alabama travels to take on Georgia Southern. I'm gonna go with South Alabama in that game just because they have a better record. Saturday at 4:00, Liberty travels to take on Arkansas. I'm gonna pick Arkansas at home just because they are the bigger school. Liberty is 7-1, but I don't think they played a team that is as big as Arkansas. The Troy Trojans travel to take on the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. I'm gonna pick Troy to win that game. Alabama travels to take on LSU in prime time. I am picking Alabama. I am never not picking Alabama. Roll Tide. Shout out to my family in Tuscaloosa. I love y'all. I miss y'all. I hope to see y'all soon. Texas travels to take on the Kansas State Wildcats in prime time. I'm going to take Kansas State. Kansas State is hot. Texas is starting to get their shit together, but this is just not their year. Maybe next year they go undefeated, make the playoff and all of that shit. Clemson travels to take on Notre Dame in prime time. I'm going to pick Clemson here. Clemson might be one of those teams that's just going to squeak in the playoffs because Georgia, Tennessee is going to cancel each other out. I think Alabama is going to end up beating Georgia in the SEC championship game, and that's going to catapult Clemson up. That's going to catapult Alabama up into the playoff. If Ohio State just keeps winning and don't fuck it up, because we all know Ohio State finds a way to fuck it up, they'll be there. Either Ohio State or Michigan will be there, but that's another conversation for another day. And finally, Wake Forest, travels to take on NC State. I'm going to pick Sam Hartman and Wake Forest to win that game. Let me get to these pro picks, and then we going to get the fuck out of here because this has been a long day. It's been a long show. Yes, I am a little bit in overtime here. Oh, come on, man, with this shit. Here we go. My picks. I picked the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Houston Texans. That is the game that's going on right now. I'll have my midseason picks. I'm gonna do that shit next week. Just Kyrie Irving story just took over my whole show, but it's still gonna be technically midseason, right past the midway point. A lot of teams haven't played their 8th game, and I'm gonna get to that. The Los Angeles Chargers travel to take on the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna pick the Chargers to win that game. I know it's hard for those teams that travel west to east, and that has historically been a thing, but I think the Chargers are good enough. Justin Herbert is good enough to take his team from the Pacific time zone to the Eastern time zone and win a game. The Miami Dolphins take on the Chicago Bears. I am picking the Miami Dolphins to win that game. What we get? Here we go. The Carolina Panthers travel to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't want to pick the Bengals, but I'm going to pick the Bengals because it's the Carolina Panthers, and the Carolina Panthers suck. They just horrible. Like, just tank the rest of the season. Try to get fucking CJ Stroud or Will Levis or one of these quarterbacks because y'all just, they're horrible. They suck. If you saw the game last week, oh my God, it was just bad. Like, them or the Falcons did not want to win that game last week. It's like, do any one of you niggas want to win this game? All right, let me move along. The Green Bay Packers travel to take on the Detroit Lions. I'm going to pick the Packers to win this game. The Lions, I like Matt Campbell as a coach, but he's not going to be there long because y'all can play for him all y'all want to, but y'all just not win the games. Y'all are 1-6. Y'all suck real bad. Y'all they just suck. I'm just leave that alone.
You suck.
The Indianapolis Colts travel to take on the New England Patriots. I'm going to take the Patriots in that game. Bill Belichick, he always figures out some shit. He always finds a way to get 10 wins and get his team into the playoffs or the wild card or on the cusp of all of that. The Buffalo Bills and the AFC East battle. The Buffalo Bills travel to take on the New York Jets. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills in this game. Those dudes are firing on all cylinders. Josh Allen is playing at an MVP level. I can't wait to see Sauce Gardner and Stephon Diggs go at it. That is going to be a matchup that I'm going to be watching all game. That is a game that I'm probably going to be watching on this Sunday. Fuck Reds, I don't fuck everything else. I want to watch the Bills and the Jets. The Minnesota Vikings travel to take on the Washington Commanders. I'm picking the Vikings to win this game. The Vikings are a surprising 6-1. I swear to God, if Kirk Cousins was our quarterback, the Browns would be 6-1 right now. I promise y'all. Everybody talk all the shit they talk about Kirk Cousins. All the dude does is win games. And speaking of the Washington Commanders, shout out to Robert Griffin III, RG3, who is one of my favorite people to follow on social media. And he's also one of the best color analysts that's going right now. Apparently the Washington Commanders might be going up for sale. And RG3 put out a tweet and said, anybody want to become a minority owner? He tried to buy a stake and bring 10 fans along with him. I'm not a fan of the Washington Commanders, but you know what? I'd take my chances and I would take a shot and go try to be an owner. I would move my ass to Washington, D.C. God damn it, I can do Club Pizzle from fucking Arlington, Virginia, if I wanted to, and can be an owner of the Washington Commanders. I'm just saying. I'm picking the Vikings to win that game because the Commanders suck, honestly. The Las Vegas Raiders travel to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Raiders suck. Fuck the Raiders. I had them going to the playoffs, but they suck. I'm picking Jacksonville. Jacksonville is slowly but surely building something there. The Seattle Seahawks travel to take on the Arizona Cardinals. I'm gonna pick Seattle. Even though Arizona is starting to play a little bit better, Kyler Murray is getting this shit back. DeAndre Hopkins is back for him, and Hop is letting everybody know that he's still him. But I'm picking the Seahawks. The Rams travel to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers just suck. The Rams aren't too much better, but I'm gonna pick the Rams just because I like the Rams, and that was one of the teams I picked to go to the Super Bowl, and I want to stick with that. Sunday night, 8 o'clock in prime time, the Tennessee Titans travel to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. That boy's name is Patrick Levine Mahomes, and I'm never going to pick against him. So I'm picking the Kansas City Chiefs to win that game. And finally, on Monday night, the Baltimore Ravens travel to take on the New Orleans Saints. As bad as I want to pick the Saints, it's just not happening. Andy Dalton, you going to get your ass kicked. And the Baltimore Ravens just acquired Roquan Smith for their defense. So I'm picking the Baltimore Ravens for that. That is Pizzle's picks, ladies and gentlemen, and that is this week's Club Pizzle. Woo! I said a lot. I got a lot out. I promise you, I want to spend 40 minutes talking about the Kyrie Irving situation and by how bad that the NBA is fucking the dog. I need to get some water. You're right, CEO. I did need a drink there. I want to thank everybody for their support. Also, do remember, y'all have approximately 1 hour and 50 minutes to click the link on my Facebook page and in the bio of my IG page to vote for Pizzle for the best indie radio show. I'm up against a lot. I'm up against somebody who's represented by Def Jam and the Big Hef Show. The Ooh Wee Radio Show is a full-ass group of women. Black Squirrel Radio is a whole fucking radio station, and they're all going up against me. I am the fucking underdog in this. Let's make the underdog get the dub in this shit. Right? So I can sit that trophy right up in front of me. I want to thank again each and everybody for their support on this platform and on this show. I really do appreciate it. Love. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important than the messenger. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Peace.